Hello everyone, welcome to this session of basic mathematics. In the last session we have derived formula for cos A minus B, that is cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. From this we will deduce relation between cos and sin. Before that, as we know, pi radian is equal to 180 degree. This implies pi by 2 radian is equal to 90 degree. Pi by 3 is equal to 60 degree. Pi by 6 radian is equal to 30 degree. 2 pi is equal to 360 degree, so on. And you can write the most frequently used value, pi by 4 is equal to 45 degree. Now let us find what is cos of 90 minus theta, that is pi by 2 minus theta. If we consider this angle as A and this angle as B, cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B. Value of A here is pi by 2 cos B. Value of B here is theta plus sin A sin B, that is sin pi by 2 into sin theta. As we know, cos pi by 2 means cos 90, value is 0. 0 into cos theta plus sin pi by 2, that is sin 90, value is 1. Therefore, this is 1 into sin theta. Therefore, cos of pi by 2 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Cos pi by 2 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Similarly, let us see what is sin 90 minus theta. For that, let us manipulate this angle cos of pi by 2 minus pi by 2 minus theta. If you open up this bracket, this plus pi by 2 and this minus pi by 2 will get cancelled, and minus minus this theta will become plus. Therefore, left hand side will become cos theta. If we consider this angle as A and this angle as B, cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Therefore, cos of A value is pi by 2 into cos 90 minus theta, that is pi by 2 minus theta, plus sin A value is pi by 2 sin pi by 2 into sin B value is pi by 2 minus theta sin pi by 2 minus theta. As we know, cos pi by 2, that is cos 90, is equal to 0 into cos of pi by 2 minus theta plus sin pi by 2, that is sin 90, value is 1 into sin pi by 2 minus theta. Therefore, ultimately the right hand side will become sin pi by 2 minus theta, and this left hand side is cos theta. Therefore, sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. And previously we have deduced cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. These are the two important deductions frequently used. We will deduce further deductions referring first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. If we take point P with coordinates xy in first quadrant, and if I draw perpendicular from this point on x-axis. Then this length is nothing but x coordinate, and this length, vertical height, is nothing but y coordinate. If we consider this angle as theta, this is positive angle. As per convention in mathematics, the angle measured with the positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction is taken as positive angle, whereas the angle measured in clockwise direction with positive x-axis is taken as negative angle. This is the sign convention used in mathematics. Now say this diagonal distance is r. By using Pythagoras theorem, this r value is equal to root of x square plus y square. As this is first quadrant, both the coordinates are positive. X is positive and y is positive. As x and y are positive, r is again positive. Then let us see what are the trigonometric ratios for the angles in first quadrant. Sin 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta, tan 90 minus theta, cot 90 minus theta, sec 90 minus theta, cosec minus 90 theta. Okay, simply when 90 comes, 90 and 270, 90 and 270, we are supposed to change the ratio, trigonometric ratio. For sine, write cos theta. For cos, write sin theta. For tan, write cot theta. For cot, write tan theta. For sec, write cosec theta. And for cosec, write sec theta. Means for 90 and 270 we are supposed to change the trigonometric ratio. Now a question of plus or minus sign. Now as all the trigonometric ratios in first quadrant are positive, because sin theta is equal to y by r, y is positive, r is positive, positive by positive, positive. Then cos something is equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse, that is x by r, x positive, r positive. Therefore positive by positive, positive. In this way we get all the 6 ratios positive. Therefore sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta, cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta, tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta, and so on. Need not to bother about these signs. Definitely these signs will be positive as each and every angle falls in first quadrant. Remember, this is very important thing. We are supposed to attach here sign of original trigonometric ratio, not this changed trigonometric ratio. For odd multiple of 90, change the ratio. 90, we get 90 is equal to 90 into 1. This 1 is an odd multiple, therefore we are supposed to change the ratio. For 270, we get 270 is equal to 90 into 3. As 270 is an odd multiple of 90, that is we get 270 by multiplying 3 to 90. Therefore for 90 and 270 we have to change the ratio. And for even multiple of 90, that is 180 and 360, do not change the ratio, because we get 180 by multiplying by 2 to 90, and we get 360 by multiplying by 4 to 90. In this case, we are not supposed to change the ratio. These are the tricks which we apply to deduce the formulae. We need not to mug up all these formulae, because it is difficult to mug up or remember all these formulae, because for one quadrant there will be a set of 2 formulae, 6 plus 6, that is 12 formulae for each quadrant. 12 into 4, there will be 48 formulae, and it's little bit difficult to remember all these 48 formulae. Therefore, use just 2-3 tricks to remember all these things. Now similarly here, ninety plus theta, as this is odd multiple of pi by 2. Pi by 2 means 90. We are supposed to change the ratio. This will be cos theta. Then cos 90 plus theta, change the ratio, sin theta. Tan 90 plus theta, change the ratio, cot theta. Cot 90 plus theta, change the ratio, tan theta. Sec 90 plus theta, change the ratio, cosec theta. And cosec 90 plus theta, change the ratio, sec theta. Now question of sign, whether it is positive or negative. We are supposed to attach plus or minus sign to these changed ratios by observing these original trigonometric ratios, whether they are positive or negative in the corresponding quadrant. If you subtract something from 90, we fall in first quadrant. Therefore, we have not changed any sign of any ratio. We have kept all ratios positive, because all trigonometric ratios in first quadrant are positive. But here, if we add up something to the 90, the angle will fall in second quadrant. And in second quadrant, if you take a point P with the coordinates, the x coordinate will be negative, that is minus x, comma, and y coordinate is positive. If I drop a perpendicular from this on x axis, this height will be y coordinate, it will be plus, and this adjacent side will be x coordinate, which will be minus, and this is r. The hypotenuse is r, and this angle is theta. Now in this case, the value of r is root of minus x square plus y square. It is again positive, because square of minus number is positive. Therefore, whatever may be the quadrant, the value of r will be positive only, whether it is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant. Value of r is always positive. There is question of only x and y coordinates. Their sign changes according to the position of point in quadrant. Now, as here x coordinate is minus and y coordinate is plus, the trigonometric ratio concerned with this opposite side and hypotenuse will be positive, because y and r are positive. The trigonometric ratio associated with these two sides of triangle are sine and its reciprocal, that is sin theta is equal to y by r, positive by positive, it is positive, and reciprocal of it is r by y, which is cosec theta, it is positive, and the rest of the ratios will be negative, because if, for example, if we take cos theta is equal to adjacent side, it is minus x upon hypotenuse, it is plus, minus upon plus, it will give you minus value. Therefore cos and its reciprocals will be negative, and if you take tan, it is again opposite by adjacent, that is plus y by minus x, it is negative. Therefore tan and cot will be negative. Similarly sec theta and cos theta, that already we have discussed. Only two ratios, that is sine and cosec theta, will be positive in second quadrant, and all remaining trigonometric ratios will be negative. Here all are positive, and here sine and cosec ratios are positive. Therefore sine 90 plus theta, cos theta, 90 plus something, second quadrant. In second quadrant sine is positive, therefore let's attach positive sign here, it is plus cos theta. Now cos 90 plus theta, it is sin theta, just we have to attach the sign. In the second quadrant 90 plus something, it will fall in second quadrant, and in second quadrant the cos ratio is negative, therefore here we are supposed to attach minus sign. See, as a sine ratio is positive, cosec ratio is also positive, therefore this will be positive again. Then tan, cot, sec, all these ratios are negative in second quadrant, therefore this will be minus, this will be minus, this will be minus. Therefore sin 90 plus theta is equal to plus cos theta, cos 90 plus theta is equal to minus sin theta, tan 90 plus theta is equal to minus cot theta, cot 90 plus theta is equal to minus tan theta, sec 90 plus theta is equal to minus cosec theta, but cosec 90 plus theta is equal to sec theta plus sec theta. Now when we talk about the values of trigonometric ratios in second quadrant, it is very simple. As this 180 is even multiple of 90, that is 90 into 2, we get 180. We need not to change the ratio. Here just put sin theta as it is, then cos, for cos it is cos theta, for tan it is tan theta, for cot it is cot theta, for sec it is sec theta, cosec theta. Now question of plus or minus sign. 180 minus something, this will fall in second quadrant, and in second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive, therefore these two ratios will remain positive, sine and cosec ratios, and remaining other four ratios will be negative, because cos, tan, cot, sec, all these ratios are negative in second quadrant. Similarly here also, just put sine for sine, cos for cos, cos theta, tan theta, then this is sec theta, and this is cosec theta. Now let's think about the sign, whether it is plus or minus. Once again, see, if we add up something to the 180 degree, we will fall in third quadrant, the angle will fall in third quadrant, and therefore sine 180 plus theta in third quadrant, if I take a point P with coordinates minus x and minus y, in third quadrant both the coordinates will be negative, and if I drop a perpendicular taking this as angle theta, and this r is always positive, x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is also negative. Therefore, the trigonometric ratio associated with this adjacent side and opposite side will be only positive and other ratios will be negative. For example, tan theta is equal to minus y by minus x. It will be minus by minus positive, and its reciprocal will be again positive, that is cot theta is equal to minus x by minus y positive. And remaining four ratios, that is a sine, if you take sine theta is equal to minus y by r value is positive and this y coordinate value is negative, therefore its ratio will be negative, therefore its reciprocal is again negative. Therefore except tan and cot, all other ratios will be negative in third quadrant. Therefore we have to put positive sign for tan and cot. The cot theta is equal to cot theta only, but it is positive, and this will be sec 180 plus theta is minus sec theta, cosec 180 plus theta is minus cosec theta, sin 180 plus theta is minus sin theta, cos 180 plus theta is minus cos theta. Now let's talk about quadrant number 3. Here I shall write two sets of formulae. Now as per our rule or trick, as this is odd multiple of 90, that is we get 270 by multiplying by 3 to 90, that is 90 into 3, it will give us 270. Therefore here we are supposed to change the ratio. This sine will become cos theta, cos will become sin theta, tan will become cot theta, and cot will become tan theta, sec will become cosec theta, and cosec will become sec theta. Now there is a question of positive or negative sign. If you subtract something from 270, we will fall in third quadrant, and as we have discussed, in third quadrant only tan and cot are positive. Therefore here we are supposed to write plus sign, and here also we are supposed to write minus sign. Only tan and cot ratios are positive. Therefore tan 270 minus theta is equal to plus cot theta, and cot of 270 minus theta is equal to plus tan theta, and remaining other ratios are minus. Now when we talk about quadrant number 4, let's take point in fourth quadrant. The coordinates will be plus x and minus y. This angle is theta. And this is r, hypotenuse. Now here adjacent side it is x coordinate positive and this hypotenuse also positive. The trigonometric ratio associated with this adjacent side and hypotenuse will be positive. The ratio associated with these two parameters is cos theta. Cos theta is equal to x by r, positive by positive, it is positive. Therefore in this quadrant cos theta and reciprocal of it is sec theta will be positive and remaining all other ratios will be negative. Therefore, let's write two sets of equations. Set 1, set 2. The positive ratios in third quadrant, tan and cot ratios are positive. Here all positive, and here sine and cosec are positive. Here cos and sec are positive. Now, as per our rule or trick, as this is 360, we get 360 by multiplying by 4 to 90, that is 90 into 4, we get 360. This is even multiple of pi by 2. Therefore, we are not supposed to change the ratio, keep as it is ratios. This will be sine theta, this will be cos theta, this will be tan theta, this will be cot theta, this will be sec theta, this will be cosec theta. Here also don't change the ratio, sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta, cosec theta. Now let's write about this. This will be change the ratio as 270 is a odd multiple of pi by 2, that is 90. 90 into 3 is equal to 270. For sine write cos theta, for cos write sine theta, for tan write cot theta, for cot write tan theta, for sec write cosec theta, and for cosec write sec theta. Now let's attach positive or negative sign for all these ratios. 270 plus something, we will fall in fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant only cos and sec are positive. Therefore, for only cos and sec we will attach positive sign, and remaining trigonometric ratios will be negative. Remember, we are supposed to attach sign of original trigonometric ratio by observing its sign in corresponding quadrant, whether it is falling in fourth quadrant or third quadrant. Now similarly, we will find the values of trigonometric ratios for allied angles in quadrant number 4. As this is 360, which is the even multiple of 90, that is 90 into 4 is equal to 360. We are not supposed to change the ratio. Write the ratios as it is. Now attach the sign 360 minus something. 360, this whole rotation will complete the 360 degree angle, and if we remove something from 360, we will fall in fourth quadrant. And as in fourth quadrant only cos and sec ratios are positive, we will attach positive sign for cos and sec ratios. The original, observe the sign of original ratio, and remaining all other ratios will be negative. Now here 360 plus something, 360 plus something means we will enter into first quadrant, because after one rotation the 360 angle is completed, and plus something means we will fall in first quadrant, and in first quadrant all the ratios are positive. Therefore, everywhere we will get positive sign. This is the logic used to write the different formulae. Need not to memorize all these 48 formulae. Just remember two tricks. Here all trigonometric ratios are positive. Here sine and cosec are positive. Here tan and cot are positive. Here cos and sec are positive. In short, you can remember ASTC, that is all silver teacups. You can remember this sentence for deciding the sign, whether it is plus or minus. And for odd multiple of 90, that is pi by 2, change the ratio, and for even multiple of pi by 2, don't change the ratio. We can see the validation of this by taking some simple example. For example, if I want to find sine 60 by using this formula, I can write this sine 60 is equal to sine 90 minus 30. Here value of theta is 30, and this formula says sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Therefore, here I am supposed to write cos 30. And value of cos 30 is root 3 by 2. And value of cos 60 is again root 3 by 2. Therefore, both the angles are equal. In other way, this sine 60 can be written as sine 180 minus 60. Here value of theta is 60. As this is even multiple of pi by 2, that is 90 into 2 is equal to 180. We need not to change this ratio. It will be sine theta only. Now 180 minus something, they fall in second quadrant. Therefore, this is positive only, and it is equal to root 3 by 2. We are getting same answer. Okay, that answer is not violated if you refer this sine 60 by manipulating angle in first second quadrant. That's all for today's session. I look forward to see you in next lecture. Thank you.